Hello guys, I'm meteorologist Chris Dixon here with InfoWeather. Today we have 9 storms to go over across the whole entire tropics. So first we'll start off with this area of interest. Right now 10% in the next 48 hours, 30% in the next 5 days. And that will emerge off the coast of Africa, sort of like Hurricane Danny did. We'll get to that in a bit. But that could have a chance of development as we watch that. Hurricane Danny just became a hurricane, now a Category 1. It actually has strengthened from 75 to 80 miles an hour, was at 50, now at 75. As you can see, a hurricane, when it hits the islands, it should be a tropical storm. Same with Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. We will keep an eye on this. This could cause loss of life and a whole bunch of money and damage. And we head up towards Bermuda. We have Invest 97L. Right now, 20% chance of formation in the next 48 hours, 60% chance of formation in the next 5 days. We watch that as it may hit Bermuda. And back to that system real quick. That could also follow in Danny's footsteps. So already we have 3 storms that could make landfall. We'll zoom out here and take a better look at the Atlantic. Right now, dry air included in all that. Wind shear across Danny's path. That's the reason for the degeneration strengthening. That could actually degenerate all the way to a tropical wave. However, we will keep an eye on that. But it should move up all the way up into possibly Florida, the Bahamas, and southern U.S. areas. We will keep an eye on that. Everywhere in the Gulf of Mexico is clear right now, thanks to El Nino, huge shear, huge dry air, very cold water, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, all the conditions are unfavorable in the Gulf this year, thanks to our El Nino. Thanks to our El Nino, what we're talking about thanks to El Nino, we do have hot here all along the coast off of South America. We'll keep an eye on that. Right here we have another area of interest, a 0% chance in the next 48 hours. However, 40% in the next 5 days. We'll watch this system as it could form and maybe follow in Tropical Depression 3's footsteps as it nears Hawaii. Right now it is a low pressure system, obviously a tropical depression. Could strengthen into a hurricane and could be the 3rd hurricane ever to hit Hawaii. So far, there have been 2. One was a Category 1, the other a Category 4. Right now, at that point, it will be 100-mile-an-hour hurricane. So we will keep an eye on this, as it could hit Kauai or Oahu, Hawaii. Also, down here, we are looking at this system, 0% chance of formation, not much expected there. However, this one right here, that is not supposed to be 0. That is supposed to be 10. But you heard it from me right there. That's supposed to be 10%. That's Invest 94C. So we take a look at this. So far we have multiple systems. As we said, that one could follow in that one's footsteps. That one could go over to the Western Pacific. We'll take a look on that. So a whole bunch of systems that could be affecting land. Over here on the Western Pacific, we have Category 5 Typhoon Estani. But before we get to that, and Category 3 Koni, we will keep an eye on that for sure. This one, the Invest 94C, could come over here. We'll see what happens with that. Anyway, Typhoon Category 5 Estani will be a typhoon all the way up until here, where it will eventually degenerate over colder waters into a tropical storm depression, and so on and so forth until it becomes absorbed up, and that will affect our weather patterns. We'll get to that in the central United States later. Koni here now, Category 3 was a Category 4, might have been a 5 at one point. Could hit the Philippines, will probably have effects on the northern Philippines, but no worry there, no direct hit. Taiwan could again be affected, however, we think it will not have a direct hit, however, it will definitely be affected. Watch out for rain and winds there. As we head up, that could hit Korea or Japan. The Japanese islands, the Ryukyu Islands, I don't know how to pronounce that, will be affected by typhoon winds, maybe a landfall. We'll find out later. Japan or South Korea, or it could go in between if we're lucky, but most likely Japan will be a tropical storm. We will keep an eye on that as that system moves. So we head over here and look at the United States. As I said, Estani could affect the patterns in the United States. So could Koni. So right now, if I can get my marker, Right now the patterns look something like JK, not like that. That's what we're going to get at. Something like that. And then right now, because that cold front just came through, it's colder over here, hotter over here, and wildfires all over the place over here. What we are looking at here could be a blessing in disguise from Estani. Estani Category 5 will have 0 effect to land. Here's why it's a blessing in disguise. Right here, huge dip in the jet stream. That will make high pressure, colder temperatures, hot temperatures over here. This is hot, not high pressure. Anyway, same thing. So we'll keep an eye on that as everything goes through here. And this could really weaken all those wildfires over here and help the fire crews in the U.S. military as of yesterday or 2 days ago. So we will keep an eye on that. Over here, it will get pretty hot, about 90 degrees. Right now, we're hovering around 80 degrees. That's all we got for today. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe I'll actually post my first video in a while.